we want to continue and look on at how we can repair the relationship, because definitely the relationship would have been damaged big time. So we want to look at how you can repair that. And one key ingredient definitely is knowing how to say sorry. In fact, saying sorry is a necessary skill, especially now in the 21st century. It's a skill that you need. It's a key ingredient. And it ndiyonda kunyatsosanganiswa Dr. Rasashinginas ingredient kunyatsosanganiswa so uvhonya so dai so wise. But it's very key in the 21st century. You need this key principle, or rather key element
to know how to say sorry.
Yes, how to say sorry, because vanhu vari kurwadzisana. I'm sure weekend wakamborwadziswa ukamborwadzisawo. I mean, in all fairness, and things like that. Yeah. So without that skill, you being able to say sorry, then relationships are not repaired, and people can actually live for years and years, but in pain, simply because no one dared to say, I am sorry. So that's why we are saying this is a very key word that we need, a very key skill, particularly in the 21st century. You know, kudara people will just live. That's not sorry. But now we have knowledge. Things have changed. You know, katoza mumu without sorry kumwana wako and we never used to do that. Sorry nana baba wedu, but things have changed. We are now in the 21st century. So it's actually okay to say sorry to your kids. In fact, today I've come prayed up because I want to help someone out there. Because kune mumu nauta hold on to that sorry. But I'm here to tell you that it can actually heal a relationship. Whether you talk of a father and son, mother and daughter, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, that relationship can be repaired by simply saying, I am sorry.
That's so true.
Yeah. So I'm here to talk to such people today. And I'm praying that Ngari, Ingoita Pangwita can a couple or just one person or even a single person who will manage to say sorry to someone, and then Votanga Gurarama, a good life, good relationship and all that. So it's very important for us, particularly in this time that we live in now. Let's normalize saying sorry to each other. I'm talking of my relationships, my siblings. I'm talking of my relationships, even Kubasajacha, workplace relationships. It's okay for the boss to say sorry to his or her subordinates.
Sorry, I overreacted. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Organizations can actually offer an apology. It's something that people are not, seeing, but it's something that can happen. An organization can offer an apology. So let's learn to say sorry. Whether you're an individual, an organization, it's okay to say sorry. And it can heal many things, many issues in relationships. So I want to start off with a verse, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18. It says that reckless words pierce like a sword, but the tongue of a wise brings healing. The tongue of a wise brings healing. If you know how to say sorry, you are like that tongue that is being talked about here. So it's very important for you to know how to use your tongue, particularly when it comes to repairing a relationship. Last week we spoke about a lot of people are out there and they're heartbroken and they need to be healed, not kunzoku, but inside. Their hearts are broken, and Jesus came for those that are broken on the inside, those that are heartbroken. These are the people that he also came for. So it's very important for us to know how to do it. And today we look at how you're going to apologize, how you're going to say sorry in the right way. Many people come to me and say, Pastor, I've said to this person sorry, but ask that sorry yangu.
I'm very sorry.
What did I do wrong? And then you ask the other part, I can't sorry kwacho. And you then see, okay, we really need to sit down, have a conversation around how you can offer an appropriate apology. That's why we are saying today we look at that apology. Kuti, what then do we need in that apology to make it the right apology to offer? So very important. Sorry, Rainita. So we've got to be very clear right from the onset. Sorry, and we also need to understand kuti munwese, every relationship goes through moments where umarukurwadziwa. That's why we need to say sorry. Even those people that you see who post up on Facebook and you say, wow, what a powerful couple, what a lovely couple. You don't know the kind of arguments that they were in last night.
That's true.
Through those phases. So it's very critical for you to understand the importance of saying sorry. So sorry iyo yo pane zvayisingaite, pane zvainoita. So what that sorry cannot do, let's look at that. Number one, it cannot undo what has been done. If I say sorry to you, it's not like I'm saying kuti zvakaitika zvina kuitika. So we have to be very careful. It's not like you're rubbing away zvakaitika. No. The scars will still remain, but you have just started, or rather initiated, a process you go to muite heal or muite repair that relationship. So even if you say sorry, even if you demand that person to could utter sorry, or you demand an apology, it doesn't mean that whatever happened will now simply vanish into thin air. No. We need to understand that. But it's important for you to do that so that we can ease the pain. Munhu akanzisora zviro tatopora pazvirwere zvemwoyo zvatikutaura izvi. Haana kupora. It's going to be a process. But when you say sorry, you are easing that pain. Anonzwa kunge atori nani, anonzwa kunge manhu atotora mapiritsi ekurapa mwoyo. Anonzwa atoriwo in a better place. He said sorry, she said sorry, and I'm feeling better. But doesn't mean that they are completely healed.
Yeah.
But it's a good thing to say sorry. Then sorry, it cannot also change the past. But definitely it will ease the heartache. It cannot change the past will remain. And it doesn't bring instant forgiveness. A lot of people lie to themselves. They think the moment you say sorry, then instantly you are forgiven. It's like we end up by ATM, then the ATM gives you money. It doesn't work like that when it comes to an apology, a proper apology. When you're apologizing, when you're saying sorry to someone, expect them to process what you've said to them. Give them time, be patient with them. Don't expect them to say, ipapo.
Instant.
No, we don't do that. When they say sorry, they've simply started the process. So forgiveness doesn't come right away. I know a lot of us have gone somewhere probably for counseling. I won't mention where, but unoita forcewa utombunyi kids gonzi chita ndakuregerera. Even iwo unyatsoona kuti panapa I'm here to process what has been happening. And unyatsoona kuti munhu wangu panapa angoita sorry hake, but they don't really mean it. It's just mere talk. And then people force you to apologize. And a couple of weeks, days, months down the line, you still haven't healed, and those problems keep on coming back. So it's very important for us to understand, Guti, it does not bring instant forgiveness. It's not like it's a switch. Sorry, then there's light. It doesn't happen like that. Let's understand, let's appreciate the process. So what does this sorry do? What does it do? Okay, so just as simple I am sorry, it can go a long way toward restoring peace, after an offense. So that's the impact that it brings. It also causes or rather demonstrates true awareness of the pain. Kuti munhu wangu anditi sorry, they're actually aware of the pain that I'm going through. So when you say sorry to someone that you have offended, you are demonstrating that I feel the pain for you, or I understand the pain that you're going through.
You're acknowledging your wrongs.
Yes, I acknowledge what you're going through. Let's start from there. Because someone has offended me and they want us to mend the relationship, but they don't understand the extent to which I'm damaged on the inside.
And they're just trivializing it.
Yes.
Yes. To try and make light of it. Yes, it hurts you. Yeah.
So when they say sorry, it's like they're actually getting into my shoes. They're feeling my shoes as well. So I appreciate that, and I get better. I get into a better place. So saying sorry also heals broken relationships and reconciles people. It makes amends. People start turning towards each other. If they were turning away from each other, they start turning towards each other. If the situation was escalating, it starts de-escalating because someone is mature enough or someone has just said sorry. Just a simple statement. Those three words are very important. And it also helps restore trust. If there are trust issues, remember last few weeks is infidelity, and obviously trust was shattered and all. And the moment someone makes an apology, you're actually in the right direction, trying to mend that relationship and also trying to build that trust. So trust can never be built unless someone is actually owned up to what wrong they've done. Saka, it's very important for us to do that. It's very important. And when someone says I'm sorry, what it tells me is that they've actually chosen the relationship over their ego, over their pride, over their selfishness. That's what they've simply done. Both Pampacho Munadar sorry, but it's the ego. It's the
exactly.
With selfishness, that pride.
I can't. We better. Because no one wants to climb down to say, you know, and own up to their mistakes, to say, I'm sorry, I did you wrong, and how can you make this right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So the ego, like you're saying, it really gets in the way.
I think that's our biggest adversity when it comes to issuing an apology. You've got that ego. The moment I say I'm sorry to someone,
it's like,
yeah. So when conflicts arise, you know, in your marriage, in your relationship, you should be very quick to apologize and ask for forgiveness, because the longer it takes for us to say sorry to each other, the more we begin to normalize what is not normal. That distance between the two of us becomes normal, and before you know it, a third part comes in. Saka, let's learn to say I am sorry. Then I'm changing that. I'm sorry 3 times. You know?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What third party?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So what must we do then? What must we do? Number 1, let's not procrastinate. You know, I've sat down with people that will be regretting, saying, you know what, if only I'd said sorry to my father, if only I'd said sorry to my husband. So, you know, when you procrastinate, you lose that opportunity. And before you know it, sorry, and it's so painful. You know, losing a loved one, and you know you have unfinished business with that person. It's so painful. So, when there's an offense that has happened, please take the earliest opportunity to apologize. You never know what will happen tomorrow. Sorry. Then number 2, be humble. We spoke about ego and it takes a humble person to say sorry. If you are not saying sorry to your person, you are full of pride, sir.
Yeah.
Madam, you're full of pride.
You're full of pride.
Yes, do an introspect and the only problem. A simple sorry will resolve all the issues that you are facing, and you won't miss out on the things that were coming your way as a couple. So just say sorry. And number 3, timing is very key. Remember, we said don't procrastinate and do it as early as possible, but at the same time, you also need to consider timing is very key. Pamopachi, we do it too early. When I start that process out what is happening, and then we quickly throw in a sorry, it becomes meaningless. You know, this person has pain, they're still numb because this thing is still fresh, right? And you're throwing in that sorry. That story might be meaningless to them. So timing is very key. Don't rush into it.
Yeah.
Look for the perfect time. Look for the perfect time. Boss I'm very to know kunza ukanda sorry kuti docket rivarwe kuti nyaya ivarwe anditi kuti mosha yangu ive yatongonza pasisina. Ayo, let's process what happened.
It's important.
Let's talk about it. Because if you quickly say sorry and you want me to forgive you, ipapo nsandans guisa details whether we are talking about an affair, because if it was an affair, we need to unpack that affair. We need to know all the details. Atsumanya nguva ndedu, nguva ndeamwari. Nduze zvose zvakaitika kuti zvakatanga sei, makaonana kupi, mkaenda kupi, maitei. I need all that information, because when you then quickly ask for me to forgive you, you are saying to all these details are anabasa, but yet they are very key for my healing. So it's very important for us to really consider your timing. Let's make sure that the timing is okay. Then number 3, or is it number 4? Understand what you did wrong. Ziva kanganisa before you say sorry, because when you're apologizing, you've got to name the things that you are sorry for. You've got to name the things that you are apologizing for. You can't say, I'm sorry. You say, I am sorry, then followed by what you are sorry for. I am sorry I did this to you. But I'm sorry I was wrong. It's like you are also not identifying the wrong that you did to your person.
Or so it's just vague.
Yes, you need to mention the things. I'm sorry, number 1, I did A, B, C. Issues no basira the offended to process the issues better. My person understands what I'm going through and they are sorry. But if you just say I'm sorry, then I couldn't go to
For what? Yeah.
Yeah. So then number 5, you've got to use the right words if you are going to say sorry. And it please, this lesson goes to everyone. If you are in a workplace environment, you are also worried about your relationship with your fellow workers, your relationship with your subordinates, and this should actually help you. So use the right words. I am sorry, I regret, I feel bad about what happened. Just look for the right words. I am sorry if you were offended. I am sorry kana ndakakutadzira. Hausati wakunzwisisa kuti wanditadzira. Kana ndakakutadzira. No, say I am sorry for what I did. If you say I am sorry kana ndakakutadzira, kana I am sorry for, if you are hating nezvandisingazive zvandakakuita, no, you are not ready to offer a true apology. So it's very important for us to use the right words. And please say sorry for your part. Pamwe pacho, we are just waiting for one of us to start. It's about identifying the part that you've played. Because I've seen people waiting, and then that wait is prolonged. It becomes 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, and then there's a huge distance between the two of us. So it's very important for you to quickly identify the part that you played, because they say it takes 2 to tango. Meaning, whatever issue we have, I have also played a part. My wife has also played a part. So maturity says that quickly identify the part that you played. Maybe I'm the one who was offended, but the way I reacted was bad. So I own up for the way I reacted. But you know what? I'm sorry, I reacted in a bad way. I went overboard. I'm really sorry for that. Exactly. And that will actually motivate the offender. Because most offenders, they've got that ego, and if you then break the ice for them, it makes it easy for them to play ball. But ukasakwanisa kuita break the ice, then they will also remain in their shell. So sometimes it's wisdom. It's not a sign of weakness. You are the offended, but you can just own up for your part. But at the same time, please don't do what you call false apology, where you are apologizing for something that you didn't do for the sake of progress. That's not maturity, according to me. You need to identify what you did wrong and apologize for that. Don't go on and apologize for something that you never did. Because I've seen that with narcissists, they take advantage of that. They project something on you, and then you won't know what's wrong and didn't bed. But it is them. They've done whatever they've done, but they then accuse you, expecting you to apologize. No. If you didn't do it...
And they're really good at that. Yeah.
They're good at that. Yeah. They are good at that. And then the next point, spice up your sorry. Sorry, guys, angokandwa.
Right.
Ndopatinoda kana chef shinga vachitaura kuti wobva wanyatsosanganisa nema-intensifiers aya zvonyatsomarinata imomomo. Sorry yayo nyatsomarinatwa. Then at the end of the day, you've got a very good meal that is called a good sorry. So you add on what we call my intensifiers, like I'm very sorry, I'm truly sorry, I'm sincerely sorry, I'm deeply sorry, I'm extremely sorry. Just add up something, spice up your sorry. Add that to manyanyiso, and it. And then lastly, you must do what we call reparations. Reparations is just a way of making right what you did wrong. Ukati sorry, and then you don't have a follow-up on your words, on your promises, then that's wrong. You must say sorry, and you quickly offer a solution. Good, okay, I am sorry, I will never do it again. That's a proper sorry. And just, express your action. Good, this is what I'm going to do so that I don't get back to this place again. Saka, you must apologize, but at the same time, please offer a solution. And
thank you so much, Pastor Simba. We've run out of time. For those who want to reach you, where do we find you?
I've got a new WhatsApp number. Please take note of this new WhatsApp number, and I'm still adding people to our broadcast list before we can start broadcasts. It's 071 321 8017. 071 321 8017. Married by Simba across all social media platforms, or you can just look for Pastor Simba Holoza or Simba Oloza.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to next week. Back with you tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow belongs to God. I am V Candy, 12 midday time for now, Indaba.